So it took me quite some time, but I was able to cover the entire sides of the coaster and all around the geo edges with this masking tape or the painter's tape. And I thought there was a really good seal. But of course the top coat got through. I was actually putting a top coat on the bottom first. The tape actually made impressions along the whole sides of all the masking tape and the back where there was masking tape. Totally messed that up. Then I think I started sanding a little bit too early. So tried to sand down some of these edges after top coating. But what happened? It would appear the resin is hardening on the sandpaper, and then I started scratching. Then when I turned it over, I put it on something and it was still wet and made marks here. I squeezed too far here. I mean, these things are just a train wreck now, and which is such a shame because it took me so many hours to build them. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to trash these. They're about 80 hours worth of work. Just go trash them. Start again. I'm done. Looking back, I can hear the frustration in my voice, and I'm glad I waited 2 weeks because I was able to get these things smooth as could be. Let me show you what I did. So come along with me, it's Suzy Q. Hey. Using my sander, my orbital sander. I'm not kidding, this has been an absolute roller coaster, but it was well worth it. Look at these. Whew. And to think I was going to throw them away. Let's go take a look. Oh, it's so smooth and soft. So starting with the smallest grit sandpaper that I had, using a wet dry sandpaper, a little bit of water. This is just a reenactment. I am not really doing it. I would be wearing gloves and my respirator. I would not be on my kitchen table. Sand, and when you turn it on, this automatically jiggles back and forth. Go in this direction only. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. When you're done, it's a little bit of grit. Turn it this way. Go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. A little less scratchy. Turn it this way, back and forth. By about the third or fourth time, those scratches from this grit diminish. And each time you go to the next grit, the scratches get less and less. And do it all over again. Up and back, up and back, up and back, up and back. Keep putting water on it. And I just put little bits of water to keep the sand from floating too much. And 3 or 4 times later, that grit has done the best it can do on this. And then move up to the next grit. And I'm going to progressively move up in grit. And each time it gets smoother and smoother. Okay, 120 next. Round 2. Okay, round 3. 240. Oh, 600. Already. I am so happy I did not throw them away on this. And then move up to the next grit. And then the next grit. Okay, this is the last one with the sander. Then I'm going to do it by hand. But let me tell you, oh my gosh, this is so smooth. Am I ever so happy I didn't throw these away? I had no idea. This is the setup where I sanded my items, and I'm going to do it different next time. So I needed to plug in, but I wanted to be outside of the house. But then I see, wah, 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 and I got to go scrub the deck. Didn't think that through. Next time I will put down a disposable drop cloth. So these have gone from the trash pile to maybe not. They are as smooth as I've ever had them. These are the very first coasters that I made, and they were in the trash pile for 2 weeks. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't trash them. I just don't know how to take them to the next level. They were bad when I took them out the first time, fixed them, felt better about them, top coated, straight downhill. So I'm afraid to top coat, but I think that's what the next level is. Or do I just leave it like that? They're not really see-through. There's still some micro bubbles. I would love to have the back white, but I think it's too late for that. Because on the white back, everything pops. So I'm so glad that the sanding process actually worked for me. And they're not perfect. I know if I could top coat, it would really bring them to life, but I'm scared to death to top coat now. I don't know what I did wrong, how I could top coat and bottom coat these. So I'm just leaving them. Unless I can get some suggestions. What I do want to do is make a coaster tray for these guys. Maybe something like that could fan out like this. So that it sits like a fan in a tray. I think I'm going to make a coaster. I think I'm going to try to make a mold for a coaster rack because I didn't see any tray holder for these. Like my round ones have a tray holder. The square ones have a tray holder. Octagon ones, they all have tray holders, but this did not. So I'm going to make that because I do like this mold a lot. And these aren't going in the trash now. I am going to see if I can salvage them. These are all different thicknesses. The top coat was horrible. I don't know what I did wrong. But let me tell you, if these came out that smooth and they were that bad, I have hope for these. So stay tuned. And hopefully by the time I'm done with these, I'll have a coaster holder to put them in. So if anybody has some links to really good videos on how to actually top coat, I tried the masking tape method. That was a fail. I put masking tape on the bottom. That was a fail. I do have some liquid latex. I haven't tried that yet. I tried the glue, but that didn't work. But I don't even know, do I need a top coat and bottom coat? Unbelievable. I can't believe these are going to go in the trash pile. Not anymore. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, everybody, it's Susie Q. Hey, everybody, it's Susie Q. Nah, hey, everybody, it's Susie Q. So come along with me. Said I'm Susie Q.